snap, it's on already. Welcome to another edition of that Set Apart podcast. You know who we are. You know who we are. That is the infamous Didi. And this is your boy, Rowdy Wren. I just made that up. I don't know how I feel about that.
All right.
Yeah, that was on the spot. Maybe I should have freestyle. I need to write my raps. You ever seen that video that'd be like years ago they tried to. You'll never see that? I gotta send you that video. But we back with another people. Didi, say what's up to the people.
What's up to the people? Welcome
to the panel. This is another panel. We got a good one for you today. I do want to ask you a question, Didi, because I want to catch you off guard like I usually do. That is two of my people say, what's my love language? It is words of affirmation. I need to know that I'm doing okay. You know, just give me
You're doing okay.
You know what I mean? And the second one is catching Didi off guard. So I'm going to give you a list of 5 things. Before we get started, I need to ask you, before we get started, our panel is definitely listening in the green room. So they're going to be prepared with this, but I don't want you to think about this. I want you to spur in a moment. Here you go. I'm going to give you 5 television networks, okay?
Okay.
You have to choose one. This is all pertaining to kids shows, so your upbringing. You have to choose one to delete from existence and to delete all of the content that they ever created.
Okay.
There is wrong answers.
Okay.
I'm going to give you number 1, Cartoon Network. Number 2, Nickelodeon. Number 3, Disney. Number 4, for us broke kids out there, we will know this very well, Fox Kids. Okay? Because we didn't have cable. And finally, number 5, I don't know if you guys remember one Saturday morning, ABC.
Hold up.
Those are the 5. You got to delete one from existence.
Cartoon Network.
Already?
Yes.
You're not going to think about it? Not a moment of
That was the
silence?
first one you gave me. No. One Saturday morning will stay. First of all, that was for the broke kids because that was on ABC. Of the 5 channels that came in for free.
Okay, you're right.
Nickelodeon came a little bit later.
Uh-huh.
Saturdays was lit. I don't have to go down the roster, but you already know.
So, okay, but listen, I said you're deleting it from existence and all of the shows pertaining to it. So no Dexter.
Cartoon Network.
Oh man, and you doubled down on it. Listen, all of the Goku fans are screaming in the comment section right now.
You can't beat Nickelodeon. I'm sorry. You can't beat One Saturday Morning, even though that's not a network. That was just 4 shows.
Exactly. That was for the broke kids. Like when the cable company used to come past and cut off our bootleg cable because the dude from down the street, we're not going to
recess me.
I can't do it. Okay. I'm going to respect your decision and we're going to move forward. But we're going to agree to disagree on that because I've been trying to go Super Saiyan since I was 5 and I'll dare somebody take that from me. Okay.
Not interested.
Okay. I respect that.
Now, I love Johnny Bravo, but that's just a show.
You was never a Powerpuff Girl fan?
No.
Dexter Laboratory.
Respect, but he can go. I'm a Keenan and Kel kid. I'm so sorry.
It was other options. It was other options, though. Okay.
Doug. Sorry.
I'm hurt. Okay. Moving on. You know what? I respect that. We're gonna start our panel, and we're gonna as they come in, we're gonna ask their decisions on this whole debate. I am not going to control the add and remove button because I may remove people based on if they say Cartoon Network again. I'm triggered. Okay, I'm just triggered at this point. Well, we're gonna start with. Listen, she is the personality herself. When I first met this person has the most personality. It rivals me. Okay, it rivals me, and that's a lot. That is a lot. So we're gonna welcome on Monica. She is with the Dorsey Family Foundation. You thought I was gonna say family first. Dorsey Family Foundation, and we're gonna welcome to the show Monica. What up, Monica?
What's good? What's good? Yeah. Hey.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
That dance still popular in Texas. It is.
Yeah,
It's
no,
lit.
yeah.
I don't even dance no more. My knees is. Let's not talk about it. Monica, we going right before we start anything. Thank you for coming on the show. First of all,
Anytime.
Yes.
Happy to be here.
we appreciate you. We love everything that you think that you do. Everybody that knows Monica, you know Monica's a fan favorite. But I've never thought anything negative about you in life. But I got to ask you this question.
Oh, what's good?
How you appreciate somebody?
Out of the 5 television networks that I just told Didi, which one are you deleting from existence?
Probably Saturday morning. What is that called? I've never heard of it. Never heard of it. I probably never seen it. I could do without it. Listen, Nickelodeon is a fan favorite. You cannot get rid of Keenan and Kel. You could never get rid of Just Jordan. Listen, Zoe 101. Listen, all of the greats.
Okay.
All of the greats, right? Disney, you'll never get rid of Disney. That's So Raven. Boy, that was our childhood, okay? You talking
Them Saturday night movies?
Yes.
Okay, here's the thing though. One Saturday morning was like a ripoff of Disney, right?
No.
Nah, ain't nothing
Was
to
it
rip off
not?
of Disney.
No, it was literally ABC. It was just cartoons until like 12 o'clock. It wasn't even a network.
I know for sure that So Raven was on it because it's the only reason why I sing
No.
the song That's So Raven, illuminating
Mm-mm.
television. That's
No.
how I know that tag is on it.
No. See,
No.
Raven originated on Disney and they tried to pay to get Raven on other channels. That's what happened. But Raven will always be the Disney Channel fan favorite. That's just who she is. You know?
You bring your reality into it.
She paved the way.
I gotta get somebody on my team. Okay, we're gonna introduce the next panel person because this next person got to be on my team. She's at least you didn't say Cartoon Network. I respect that. Thank you for that. You want to do the next introduction, Didi?
Absolutely. Are we going into bios and all that good stuff?
Oh, listen, they got that.
I'll give a little bit. Coming to the stage next is somebody I've known since I was like 14 years old. So we go way, way, way back, and we was watching these channels, some of them. She is a singer-songwriter. She currently lives in New York, so shout out to her for staying up late to join us. Coming to the stage, Jocelyn, aka at JoshBoss_11.
Hey everybody!
Wow, I'm baffled.
No eggs, no bologna.
Lactose. You lactose?
Nah, I was talking about brown sugar.
That's for brown sugar.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't know you was a singer-songwriter. Welcome to the show, Jocelyn. I didn't know it was like that.
You know, I got a little something in my throat.
Okay.
You know.
Can we cop that mixtape? Can we get a promo code on the mixtape?
Album's dropping at the end of November. I got you.
Hey, y'all heard that? Okay? Hold her to it. Welcome to the show, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, I have a question, please. Whew, I'm nervous to ask now. Out of the 5 selections, which one are you eliminating from history?
I'm going to say Fox Kids. Here's why.
I don't even remember that one.
Here's why. Because I feel like, you know, Magic School Bus and Power Rangers, like they were dope. But at the same time, I could live without. Like Disney, I can't live without. Because, you know, Lion King, Little Mermaid, all those like family favorites. Like I can never live without those. And Nickelodeon, Keenan and Kel, you know, it's just, you know, those are classics. Can't live without those.
I'm hurt. I am so hurt. Like, I would rather you had said your mama. I would rather you have said
my
mama.
God.
I would rather.
We know your choice.
How hurt I am right now. I was a Power Ranger kid. Like, that was everything to me. I respect it. I am literally 0 for 3 right now.
It don't sound like you respect anybody.
It just make me cry a little bit. Like, I can't believe it. Okay, can we all just agree that PBS will be last?
Wait a minute. Was PBS an option?
Exactly. Like I'm trying to give y'all more options because I'm hurtful of y'all answers. Like I'm just hurtful, and maybe I can just
Now,
extend.
if you was really broke, you was watching PBS.
You right. You're right. I don't watch way too many episodes of In Between the Lines.
Yeah, we was out there watching Caillou.
Caillou. But really,
no, I'm a Zoom
was the
kid.
baddest little kid in the world. Oh, he bad.
What y'all know about Zoom? See what I'm saying?
They had some random names. I'm Ronald and I'm Bernice. Like they had some.
It was Out of the Box and and the what was JJ the Plane. What was his name?
JJ the Jet. It's the Jet, right?
JJ the Jet Plane. That's what it was.
Plane. There we go.
Oh, I remember that.
This is the last. This is the last person on our panel. This is last but not least. I pray. Listen, y'all affected my prayer life with these answers. I pray that he is on my side with this. This is the one and only. Should I say GOAT, the originator, the owner and operator of Jump Graphics. So if you need that, he got that. Welcome to the stage, Caleb Berry.
What's good?
What up, Berry?
We out here, man. How y'all doing?
What's going on?
We good. Thanks for coming up to the show. For sure,
man. Appreciate y'all for having me on here.
Caleb, with everything in me.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I need you to make some sense of this, man.
Yep.
Name one that you eliminating and its catalog from history.
So let me. So you got Cartoon Network,
I like where this going.
Fox Kids, and Saturday morning cartoons.
Correct. So ABC Family, yeah.
There's one more. What's the
and
other
Nickelodeon
one?
Disney. You didn't say Disney. You didn't say
Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Disney's gone. I'm fine.
My God, on today.
I get so here's what's crazy, bro. Like, so the other ones that I'm thinking about, like Cartoon Network had Kids Next Door,
Talking.
Rocket Power was on Nickelodeon. The Magic School. I was the broke one. I was on PBS Kids. I was on Saturday morning cartoon and Fox Kids. So, like Recess, Magic School Bus. That was all me. You know, like Zooms. One of y'all brought them up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so I'm cool on Disney.
So Disney by far. So now keep in
Disney
mind.
Channel, to be specific.
Disney Channel.
Yeah.
To be, so you getting rid of That's So Raven. You getting rid of the Zoe 101.
Yep. Fine.
What's Hillary Duff's real name?
It was Lizzie McGuire. He got rid of Even Stevens. He got rid of Kim Possible. He got rid of the Proud Family. This man is sick, y'all.
Proud Family.
Oh. Look, I'm sorry. Proud Family was great because it was just like this was Black family and it was a cartoon. That was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Like the other cast was flipping and science and all this other stuff. I'm like, I got a Black family at home. I'll be all right.
you got rid of
enough Blacks.
My Black family photo has been made. Family Matters is on.
He got rid of the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
I'm cool with all that.
Everything.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
I respect that.
Lion King.
I respect
that. Well, that wasn't like Lion King wasn't on.
That's the movies. So more the channel.
So the channel is different.
Like those Saturday night movies they used to put out.
The channel includes the movies. You cannot have one.
That's another category.
You can't be like, nah, I don't want the channel. I don't want the movies came on the channel. What you mean?
Every blue moon, but it came on in the movies before it came on the channel.
No, and Disney movies are undefeated too. I don't care.
Undefeated?
That's a whole nother debate with the Disney movies.
That's why till this day everybody knows the words to Lion King.
Yeah, I'll give you that. That was my first present.
Okay, but till this day everybody know the words to what's that show? We watch it all the time. Every day when you're walking down the street.
But you can't name
Arthur.
That's
PBS.
That's PBS all day. Come on.
Listen, I was a broke kid, so I'm biased, man. I'm biased to everything that wasn't on the table.
Facts, bro. We'll take that all day.
Well, I thank you, Caleb, for.
I was cool with those 13 channels.
Thank you, man. And you knew you was up too late when the news came on. That's how you knew you should be in bed.
Should be gone.
You should be gone.
You should be asleep right now.
Well, we got a full panel in here, so we're gonna holler at the topic right now. Now, it's not something big, it's not something most elaborate, but let me give you a little preface.
Okay.
Every single person in here, I imagine, handles their relationships a little bit differently. Now, relationships being as romantic relationships, being as friendships, being as family relationships. Okay. Now, this is the first question that I have for you. Okay, there's multi layers to this, but I'm just gonna put it out there to the panel, and I'm gonna lob it up and see who dunk it. Okay. Do you think that any part of you need validation from social media? And so let me give you some examples, okay? Validation from social media is, oh, I need all my boys to post pictures of me. Happy birthday at Hollywood RB. Hey, what's up? Turn up for my boy just got married. Oh, my boy celebrating this. I need all of that love. Do you seek validation at any form or fashion through anything via social media? I'm gonna lay it up. Should I aim at somebody, Didi, or are you gonna start us off?
No, somebody gonna take it.
Okay, somebody gonna take it. Who taking it?
I was about to say, from a business standpoint, not necessarily validation, but more so like I need to know if y'all liking what I'm like, if y'all like what I'm posting, you know what I'm
Marketing.
saying? Services and different things like that on the marketing side. But when it concerns like me as in like who I am and how the Lord's made me to be, I don't need that. I think I did growing up, but as I've continued to like just be confident in who the Lord has made me to be, humbly, like I don't need your approval. You know what I'm saying? Like your likes really don't tell me too much about me because I already know what the Lord's placed in me. So personally, nah, like I'm good on it.
Do you
I
think
would like to. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Jocelyn. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I would like to agree with Caleb. I think that for me, like I used to want that approval and validation. But now it's like I take so many breaks from social media. So there would be like 6 months where I'm not on it, 3 months where I'm not on it. And, you know, I really don't even think about it. But when I'm on, I'm on. And if I was with somebody or if my birthday does pop up, like I'm not expecting that to happen. If it does happen, great. If it doesn't happen, I'm good.
I think that there are different forms of validation. So I'll speak for myself, right? Do I seek approval? Like, do I seek my identity in social media? No. My identity lies in Christ, right? In Christ alone, right? Do I seek approval of who I am as a human being, as a whole woman of God through social media? No, I don't. But am I looking for my friends to post on my birthday? Absolutely. What y'all not posting me for my birthday? Like, what's going on? Like, do I mean nothing to you? Like, come on, right? And that's okay. But you know, like that's just like where I'm at right now, right? I would say as far as like if I post a cute picture, like I'm cute. I don't need the validation. But am I going to look for the validation? Absolutely. Tell me I look fine because I know I look fine, right? But I think that I think there's a nuance there of like, yes, I know who I am, but also it feels good to have people say, you know what, girl, you doing the dang thing. You know, girl, I see you, right? And that I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I was about to say it feels good when they do post on your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like it really does. But like,
but you're not seeking your identity.
Yeah, you're not really seeking after that post, and also not texting your homies the next day why you ain't post me. You know?
Yeah, that's wild.
Right. Yeah, that is wild.
That's crazy. The follow up. What are we doing?
Both ways. Where you at on this, Didi?
I'm a little bit of everybody because I don't need it because I don't go around social media validating other people.
That's real.
I mean, because if I don't know you, does my validation matter to you? Probably not. But but like what Caleb said, as far as like if I'm posting something and I'm trying to gauge, you know, trying to read the room, if you will, I'm trying to gauge if this is what will work for people. If I'm trying to get my business out there, Or if I'm like sharing truth, does this resonate with people? Do people agree? Do people disagree? I do that from time to time just to kind of poke the bear and, spark some conversation. I like to do that, but I'm not seeking validation. But then if other people are doing that, then I'll, support if they have a business, or like we have some business people here. We have a singer songwriter. I'm a double tap. I'm a share to support. And I think there's a certain expectation of who your circle is when you expect certain things like that. But if you don't have your own individual posts of me on my birthday, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I expect you to call me, depending on who you are. But with the social media, it's, I'm not going to like it on Instagram, like it on Twitter, like it on Facebook. I already seen your pictures. Like, I don't have to do all that. But I think validation is a tricky word, though. That's a slippery slope.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that. I think it's both ways. It's both ways for me, because it's like you said, with that support of something that I'm invested in. If, for example, let me take into account, like, I remember Caleb started his branding, right? Now, first of all, I was mad that I seen a reel that he did, and I was like, bro, this is legit funny. Why is this not viral? Like, this mug is hilarious. And so I ended up sharing it on my story, but it's not for the simple fact of, hey, I want to validate what he does. I'm like, no, like, this is a person who I feel like social media already in general has its things that it does like and things that it does not like, if you will, like the algorithm type thing. But they would never blow up. Well, not never. Let me say this. They will very rarely blow up some really good content by some really good brands and people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I tried it on my own like last summer. So this is something, this is probably exposing some terrible things about me, confessions. So I'll post things wondering what will stick to the wall, right? Just throw stuff at the wall. Just throw stuff at the wall. And something that I spend time and effort, I'm talking about, I put this mug through the editor. I edited it again. I did it all and all this other stuff. But it's about my like faith walk or something like that. It's something that I really believe in. I'm like, man, this is amazing. This is something that I'm like, I'm doing this for me as a creator. I want to put this out to the world. I think is bomb. Like, this mug. If I had to choose which one of my things get the most traction, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
It don't get that much, right? I post a video of 5 seconds of me bench pressing. That mug do double the numbers.
Of course.
Yeah.
And it just makes me mad that I'm like, dude, like, here it is, something of substance that's not being like, boosted the way I think it is. But now this idiotic movement of me pressing something above my head is, oh, y'all loving it. Y'all loving this, man. Y'all loving this. And so the reason for that, and I say this to say, long story long, I don't see validation in that sense, but if I will pursue validation in somebody else's life to support their brand.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
As far as like birthdays and everything, I think it's so much more important if you pick up your phone and text me.
Yeah.
Because you could be flipping. I am Ren, and I am a habitual presser. Like, I just next stories, next stories, next. You can, oh dang, it's such and such birthday. Happy birthday. Next stories, next stories, next. Like, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Let's be real. It's not nothing. But if you pick up your phone, you typed in my number or my name, my contact, to say the words happy birthday, I'm like, you have given me more time than I even deserve. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so happy for that. Sorry, I know somebody wanted to back off for that, so I wanted to back up a little bit because Jocelyn was just getting a little heated when I was talking. This is my next question to you guys, though. Like, and you can build off of what I was talking about. But do you think social media is approached differently based on whether you're a believer or not a believer, or whether you're a female or a male? Because I've had these conversations. Now I say this because, like, this is something that I love about the female community. Let me tip the hats off to y'all. y'all hype each other up like it's y'all job sometimes.
That's facts.
Like
because it is our job.
Job. Like y'all be in that mug. Somebody will post a picture. You can't even see their face. You see the back of their head and their shoulder area. You get fire emoji. Do your thing, girl. Oh, look at my friend.
I see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period. Okay.
That's something that girls do that guys I've never seen happen.
Well, let me tell you something. I have a friend who he was like, I'm trying to do more like men empowerment, men encouragement, and he would like literally see his like brothers in Christ and be like, "You look good today. You look great today," or like, "You look handsome." Or you look, you know what I'm saying? And like that was something he was trying to work on because he saw that like all these women in the community doing all of this like gassing each other up. And he was like, why we don't do that? You know, like
that's real. But how do they receive it? I wonder how did those guys receive those compliments?
Well, the one time I saw it in person, they were really like feeding off of each other because they're good friends. So, but like, you know, it just depends on who it is. You know, I don't think it's like a womanly thing to gas each other up. I think it's a secure thing. Like when you're secure in yourself, you can really, you know, encourage another person, you know, like you don't know what it took for that person to get up and put them clothes on and they thought they looked good today. And they do, you know, they needed somebody to say, you know what, you look nice, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, I think that women support each other more on social media than they do in real life. So
that's good.
I mean, we can see people on the street be like, yeah, I'm just like, it's so much more support on social than it is, you know, in real life. And also like the more clothes a woman does not have on or the less clothes they have on, the more likes they get. If I post something and it's in my J's and like, you know, some baggy pants and a crop top and I get like, you know, few likes. But if I were to post something in like a bathing suit, something super sexy, like that's what social media is about, being a model, being the next best, you know, endorsing something or like being sponsored by something or trying to get this, trying to model that. And so I don't really like that aspect of it because women are more demeaned or defamed through social media than supported at times.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And I was about to say with the whole like how we gas each other up, it is more common on social media than in person. Because I was gonna say when he mentioned security, that is quite a force because women have a tendency to not compliment you face to face because they think if I give it to you, it's less for me.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you're the only Black person at the job. I can't, you know, if one of us get up there, then I can't. So I got to compete with you. Yeah. It's that same kind of thing. Like if I tell you look nice, you know, every Sunday at church, then everybody gonna say, oh yeah, she does. And then ain't nobody gonna have nothing left for me. As dumb as that sounds and as unrealistic as that is a real feeling. Yeah. So I think women have this, and men might too, but I'm not a man, but there's like this, it's only so much to go around. So hopefully there's a little bit left for me so I can't give it all to you. It's a really weird psyche, and I don't know if this is where we wanted to go, but hey, here we are.
That's fine.
But this is kind of but it's easier on social media because there's a distance. Maybe I don't even know you that well, but I've been seeing your posts. I've DM people just like, oh, I love what you do. This is really great. I don't even know them. Yeah. And probably won't ever meet them other than Instagram or something like that. But I think a lot of it is, it's just easier to do through the phone.
Yeah, I agree 100% of what you said as far as in person. I think sometimes when we see other women being successful on Instagram, especially if you don't know them, it's easier to root for that woman. But the women that, you know, that you're seeing in person, Like I've had friends tell me that like I wish I was like you, or I wish I had a little bit of what you had, or I wish I could be as resilient as you, or I wish I could do something that you did. And I think that sometimes in person, it can feel like another woman's success or another woman's light is the absence of like their own, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that like that's a nuance that needs to change, but has been there since the beginning of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was about to say, I think on the men's side, we're just now getting to a space of like verbally being like, brother, you're handsome. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
most of our compliments are, bro, you've been in the gym, or dang, your girl bad, you got a bad one, or like, bro, you got a fire job, bro. Like, I wish I was making that much.
Right.
Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like when it concerns who this person is, like, bro, like, I love how you lead this ministry. I love how you lead this group of people. Or like, bro, like your integrity is high. Or like, bro, like you look handsome, man. Like I see you in this suit. Like we just now get into a space where we're doing that more often. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I love it. Like I'm really starting to like. I love the fact that we are getting away from like this thought process that like me saying that one of my dudes, like one of my homeboys is handsome is next to somebody being gay. You know what I'm saying? Like sexual stuff. True. It's like, no, bro, like that's my brother and I want to let him know like it looks good, you know? And so when I've seen brothers that compliment each other before, like there is sometimes this hesitancy from men when they hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel good, but it's like a piece of me don't want to accept this because like
you don't want to be too excited.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to get too excited and I don't want to like again, just like feel as though like I'm being on the gay side of life. And it's like, bro, like that's not what this is, you know? And so I think
it depends on the compliment.
Getting broken. What'd you say?
It depends on the compliment, right? Like if you compliment my work ethic as a man, I'm like, that's admirable. I know that you can see work ethic. Now, if you question my looks, or if you compliment my looks, it's like, okay.
Like what is
that? I don't get that often. Like this is the first time I've probably heard this in only my mama tell me this. Like
it's like rarely the ladies be saying it, but it's like a dude saying this now too. It's like this a little different. Exactly. But yeah, so now we're just now getting to that space. So and I love it though. But you asked too, was this like how do women and men approach social media a little differently?
Yeah. Is that do you think that it's naturally approached different based on from what you've seen? You can only go off of what you've seen.
For sure.
From what you've seen, do you think it's approached differently, men versus women?
I have to give you a couple of seconds on that one. Yeah.
What y'all think?
No.
I think the judgment is I think that social media is just vain all the way around the board when you if you get down to the nitty-gritty, but it's like, the way that we approach it as beings is different because we operate differently a little bit, but I do think that there's much of it is the same now. So yeah.
The whole point of it is, hey, look what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think whether you're a man or a woman, that part is different because you said approach it, but we use it to say, hey, look what I'm doing. And then we use it to look at what other people are doing. Right. Which is why it works to stay connected. But the approach, I think, is the same. Now, the results we seek might be a little different.
It's gonna be,
yeah. So what we're seeking out of it might be different, but I think everybody's wanting to, whoever sees this, at least they see what I'm doing, what I got, what I just did, where I'm at. And I think that's okay. But I think even with the compliments, I think it's how you receive the results. Right. Oh, that's what kind of comment is that? Or when you post something, you are already pre-planning what you think the people are going to comment and respond with.
Yeah.
Or you're not going to post it. So you already know I'm setting up my audience. to give me what I want.
Yeah.
I want this response. I'm only going to post my birthday picture in Cancun by the beach because I already know what I'm going to get back from this. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to post a scripture because I know what I'm going to get back. Or I have an expectation. So I think the approach, I think everybody is like looking for that.
I would say I know a few guys, especially the guys I work with. By the way, I'm a teacher, not a singer-songwriter.
You can't be both. Hey.
Well, you know, only on the weekends. But yeah, so the people I work with, they're like, I will look and I will like scroll all day, but like me putting my business out there, and this is like a man's perspective from the guys at work. It's like, I'm not putting my business out there. I'm not, I'm only going to post like important things. I'm only going to post things that is not just, it's not exposing me as much as like I would. Like, I'm gonna post like I go to this museum, I'm out at this bar, or I'm out at this restaurant, and I'm gonna post like the food I eat. They're not gonna do all that. Like, those guys are like, yeah, I don't want everybody in my business. I don't want them to know what I'm doing. So it's a different approach to some of the guys that, you know, I know.
I'm glad you said that because it makes me feel like I'm not crazy. I was just talking to a friend, and this is probably, she's a female. She's she's awesome, truly awesome. But the way that we approach social media is totally different. She has her page is private. She posts like really deep personal stuff. Like, hey y'all, today, like I'm fighting depression. I'm fighting this. I'm fighting that. I'm fighting this. And then meanwhile, like I'm so happy that she's being vulnerable or at least willing to say things like this. But on the other hand, I'm like, I would never
I don't think that's a gender thing, though.
Like, to me, I mean, so to me, like I'm more so of what Jocelyn's people like these two things that you won't see me post. It is just because of my comfortability, right? One, you won't see me post something super personal about like my demeanor or feelings in the current time. You won't see it. Like, I'll talk about it in past tense. Hey, in 2020, I struggled with this. I got over it. Thank God. But in the current tense, you won't see me do that. And second, I'm very hesitant to check in places. Like, hey, I am here right now. Like I'll post like, hey, hashtag Cancun, it was fun. You in Cancun right now? Nah, that was 2 weeks ago. Like,
that's my formula.
Like, those are two things that I'm so hesitant to post. And as for the check-in thing, I don't know. Maybe I don't watch too many action movies, Hitman, somebody know where our location. Maybe I'm overthinking this. But as for the social media part of the personal thing that I'm going through or whatever, I'm so hesitant to post that because, like, first of all, like, mine is public because I don't care who see what I do. Like, I mean, not saying that people's is not because of that, but mine is public because I don't care who see what I do, right? There's two things that I care mostly about, my hobbies and my faith. You'll hear both of them. Like, you know what I mean? My hobbies and my faith. But anything deeper as far as like, hey, social media, I want y'all to know that, like, today wasn't a good day. And I'm struggling with you. I can't, not social media. I can't be out here. I can't be out here being exposed like that. It's something uncomfortable about that.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Steve?
I'm actually on the side with Didi. Like, I think there's gonna be some slight differences in what the results are, but I see on my end, like from the people that I follow, the fellas and the ladies be posting what they eating. The fellas and the ladies be posting when they look good. Fellas and the ladies be posting when they feel some type of way about something. Some of them post on their private that look when you got that green bubble. Some of them post there. You know what I'm saying, on Instagram. And so, like, but I do see like the vulnerable piece on some of the fellow side too, because I even know for myself, like, there's certain things I post on my Instagram page. It's like, yo, this is trash. Like, you know what I mean? I may not go into like full detail or whatever the case may be, but like, there's gonna be moments where you gonna know, like, oh, Caleb's struggling, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also post when I'm like joyful, you know. Yeah. So for me, like, you're gonna get both of those sides, and I've seen that with the ladies and the fellas that I follow. Like, you get to see both sides of kind of like what's going on, you know what I mean? but it's similar to what D said. Like, there's going to be some results that are going to be different. I think also too is like what people are seeking after at times when they're not even focused necessarily on their profiles, but on other people's profiles.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you got to decide where it's like the fellas are trying to figure out what they need to get and how they need to get it. You know what I'm saying? And then if I'm not, like, ladies, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of them look like or are seeking what do I need to look like at times, or what can I do to make me look better?
Comparison,
you know. And yes, a lot of comparison on that front. And then so like you'll definitely find that kind of difference
Absolutely.
in that, you know. So
I have a question.
I've seen.
I have a question for Caleb. So, like, do you think that it's different for guys who are Christian, faith-based, and guys who are not? Do y'all think the approach is different as far as like what they look for results, what they post?
Yes.
In general, yes. You'll see a difference. You know what I'm saying? I think, but you will find Christian believers. Is this in general? But also, I'm just specifically talking about men. You will find Christian believers who still live at times by a cultural standard, and they'll post in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be they not believers at all, but they call themselves Christians, or it's just like you really ain't got no people beside you to like really walk you in this space. Right. You know, and it's just complete ignorance. But you will find those guys that's just like not posting what they need to. And you also see kind of like what they be liking too. Because hey,
I be peeping that too.
Look,
Caleb outing people. Listen,
he's speaking facts though.
Like,
he is.
So, like, it's wild to me. And so yeah, there's still some like you still see the sinfulness of men and Christian men on social media. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, bro, like I literally just scrolled past this picture. Shorty got a whole bikini on, and you got a whole wife at home, but you liked it. Like you hearted this love, and it's still there. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And you put flames.
Yeah. You said what?
He put flames in the comments.
And you put flames.
You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing, sir?
I ain't seen no comments just yet. That's hell out of pocket. That's
right.
But you know what I'm saying? And so like, but yeah, you'll definitely see some of those differences. Now, I don't be knowing what go in the DMs of some of these brothers and sisters. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know, but I feel like you might have some of the same approaches to DM sliding, but sometimes there's a little sprinkle of Jesus.
A lot of cultural Christians.
I was gonna piggyback on Renard.
What'd you say? Sorry, Monica, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna piggyback on Renard. Honestly, I think that like transparency sometimes can be hard because like social media is like a really rough place to really like share your heart sometimes, and like it can be very like dismantling. It can be very like atrociously violent. Like people are mean, you know what I'm saying? And then people, you don't know the response you're gonna get sometimes. And then, you know, God forbid they don't have the community that they need, you know, or they don't have the family support that they need. So they're going to social media and people are clowning these people who are like suicidal, you know, they need a safe space. And so I think that there's a nuance there of like transparency is definitely a strength, but it's a strength when you have when you know exactly who you are and you know exactly that you're posting for yourself and not for other people, right? But I think that sometimes if you don't know who you are, it can be a very mean place, and it's not always the place to put everything, you know. So yeah,
it's something that I think social media in general for me is lacking in general, and it's hard. Is context. It lacks a lot of context in a sense. For example, let me take that same approach that Caleb had, right? Let's see, like I'm very much so. I have a lot of friends. We are into the bodybuilding community, right? So to me, progress matters. Like, so for example, if and I'm gonna say something super dorky, but like for example, like for a lot of people, in women, shoulders are hard to get mostly. Like that's just the bodybuilding world, right? And so if you see some women with shoulders, it's like, oh man, you had to work your butt off or take illegal substance drugs, but that's none of my business. To to where you got the same thing with guys, like calves, like a base and certain things are different or hard to get in guys. But once again, if a random person see me like both, what are you thinking? You know what I mean? What are you thinking? Because you don't have context. The next thing is in terms of people who I know. I had so many people try to hook me up through Instagram, like, oh, this is my friend. Look at her Instagram profile. She's just like this. I'm like, bro, like if you're trying to hook me up with anybody, the last thing I want to see is their Instagram profile. That is not what they look like. I want you to be with them. I want you to catch them off guard eating something. Take a picture then, and then I'll talk about it. Take a picture then. I'm talking about y'all done had a sleepover. I want this person. Oh, don't take pictures of me. That's the picture I want to see.
Facts.
I want to see.
You want to see bonnet sis.
I want to see
bonnet sis.
Bonnet
babe.
And I don't want, because like I applaud the fact that people can, get up and get ready to go and look amazing. Like I'm pro wig. Girl, you bought it. You bought it, flaunt it.
This man said pro wig.
I'm pro wig. I don't care. I'm pro wig. Ain't nobody doing it here every morning. I'm pro wig. Don't worry about that.
Keep it all straight. That's all.
Like exactly.
I'm here for it. Though. I'm here for wigs though.
Just that part.
But I don't want to see the Photoshop version. Now I'm seeing this Photoshop version of who this person is. They got the right angles, and then I found out. Sorry to the world. Sorry to this people. But then I found out that people like Photoshop like they body on social media too.
Who are your friends?
Listen, I know. I found out about it. I found out
a
about
lot of work.
Hey, if you see the door in that photo curved, they Photoshop.
Exactly.
The TV in the back is going backwards.
That's not funny, y'all. It's really not funny because that's the world we live in. It's so sad. Like people really be like photoshopping themselves.
It's real. The cloud did this in the photo, and it ain't.
That's so sad.
The football game in the background is going upside down.
It's like, yo.
What I'm saying is you can't trust it, yo. You can't trust it. So like I will never, I can't take it because context is missing. I can't take it as any type of credibility. Like any type of
you got men now who are spray painting their fade, they edge up, and they bald headed. This is gone, but
absolutely
they spray painted the front and they put a toupee on it, and then they shave that thing down, and you would never know. You would never know. You would never know the difference.
Hey, they said it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Hey, our foreheads ain't sprayed.
It's cool when they do it.
It's cool when they do it.
It's a problem when they do it.
Bro,
so you want to see her with a bonnet? We want to see you sweat.
I'm gonna run. I want you to jump in that pool. Jump in that pool. And if a tear just come down, I'm done.
And you talk about men and calves. Now look, you want to talk about Photoshop?
Nah.
They be skipping leg day.
Leg day is missing.
And all of a sudden,
you're right.
All of a sudden, you got calf muscles.
Oh,
I want to see
everybody lying.
Y'all killing me.
Everybody lying.
Oh, y'all killing me. Y'all killing me. But context is missing. Like context is really missing. So you can't really take it for like I can't take it as credible for anything. Like
it depends on what it is, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I need it for a little bit.
So the example that I gave.
Oh yeah. That
there ain't no kind. It's like we know all the context. That is what it is. So, but with you, like I think what you're saying though, like that's a that is something to be mindful of. You know what I'm saying? Because like even for myself, like let's say for instance I'm married and like I see a routine of women on IG and they killing the dance. You know what I'm saying? But like there's moves in there that's kind of like on the sensual side, and they find that I liked it, but I'm like, I'm a dancer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily this central move. It's just like, yo, y'all killed this choreography. I know what it takes for this choreography. Similar to what you were saying about the workout piece too. So like that completely makes so much sense.
Right.
But yeah. But not.
Yeah, what you was talking about. Yeah, the fire emojis, dude. I ain't speaking about that.
I've seen it.
I ain't speaking about that, man.
Amen. Like in all of the pigs.
All.
Thank you for watching, and join us next week for part 2 of the effects of social media.
Hey, this is your girl Dee Dee from Set Apart with Ren and Dee Dee. Thank you so much for tuning in to this latest installment. Don't forget to subscribe to wherever you listen to podcasts.